$600 all the way to $2,400 in stimulus money. Well, stimulus check 2025, and what we know about current rebate legislation, we finally received some very important and crucial details about this federal stimulus check. But at the same time, a number of states are saying enough is enough. In the month of September, stimulus payments are coming in a number of states, and remember, the dates are not similar, so make sure you stay with us till the end of this video, because one state is sending up to $4,000 in the month of September to a number of its residents. I'm gonna give you each and every detail, but all I need is just a little favor. It takes 2 seconds to please hit that like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's start the video. $600 all the way to $2,400. This is the new federal stimulus rebate check proposal from President Donald J. Trump and from Josh Hawley as well. Look at this, stimulus check 2025. What we know about the current rebate legislation? Well, remember, the details are really important, and I'm also going to give you an opportunity at the end of this video which will allow you to pocket more money from your state, so make sure you stay with us till the end. Well, it's not a pandemic stimulus check, but Congress is currently weighing the possibility of sending the American people more money. Yes, you heard it absolutely right. President Donald J. Trump said numerous times that he's receiving billions and billions of dollars from the reciprocal tariffs that he placed on almost every country in the world, and he says every single day that billions and billions of dollars are pouring into the American economy, and now we are going to give a portion of it to low and middle income Americans, and that's where this American Worker Rebate Act comes into play. Introduced by Republican Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri in the month of July, people would receive hundreds of dollars in tariff rebate checks, which work to counteract the financial burden imposed on families by the Trump administration's tariff. Well, according to a number of analysts and experts, President Donald J. Trump's reciprocal tariffs are the reason of upcoming inflation. Let me repeat it, upcoming inflation. Well, this is what a number of analysts and experts are saying, but let's talk about the current data. According to the recent report or inflation report for the month of July, the inflation went up to 2.7%, a record when you compare it with the last year's months of July. And that's why a number of lawmakers are saying it's time to give more relief to millions of Americans. Well, as the bill stands now, a household would get $600 for every child and adult. Let me repeat it, $600 for every child and adult, meaning a family of 4 would receive $2,400. Let me just repeat it again. A household would get $600 for every child and adult, means for every adult and dependent you will receive $600 each, and then a family of 4 would receive $2,400. This is huge, especially for low and middle income Americans, because they are simply struggling and they need some sort of support as soon as possible. Check amounts go down for those US residents who are making more than $150,000 as a family or $75,000 individually, means if you're a couple and you're making more than $150,000, then there'll be a 5% deduction in your stimulus rebate style check. Or if you are an individual and making $75,000 and more, then again there'll be a 5% deduction. Well, let me just tell you that if you're a couple, then you're going to receive $1,200, and if you're an individual or a dependent, you are going to receive $600 under this Josh Hawley's new stimulus bill. Well, at the same time, remember, this is from Fox 8, so we always give you the source of our research and development. But at the same time, the bill has not passed by the Senate or the House or Representative yet, and it must overcome multiple obstacles before being brought to President Donald J. Trump's desk to sign. However, last month Trump did make clear he would approve of the rebates. Let me repeat it. However, last month President Trump did make clear that he would approve of the rebates, means that if this bill goes to President Donald J. Trump's desk, he would approve it. Now the biggest question is there a way that President Trump can sign an executive order and send this money to millions of Americans? Half of the number of analysts and experts are saying yes, he can certainly do that, while the other half are saying no, it's unconstitutional. This bill should be passed from the Congress, means there should be voting in the Congress, such as in Senate and House, and then this bill would go to President Donald J. Trump, or should go to President Donald J. Trump, and he should sign it. That's the proper way of passing a bill. Well, right here we would like to tell you that when it comes to sending billions and billions of dollars to any other countries, there's executive orders always, or the Congress is ready to vote on those bills. While when it comes to the bills that gives relief to millions and millions of struggling low and middle income Americans, they don't even debate about it, and this is the biggest problem. And right here I would like to ask you a very important question, and this came straight from a number of analysts and experts, and the question is that does this $600 make sense to you, or you support a $2,000 worth of stimulus check just as millions of recipients received during the pandemic because of that worst inflation? And now a number of people are saying that we are struggling because inflation is here, and on paper the inflation numbers are wrong, because according to the recent report from Gallup, the prices of groceries are up by 21%, and the increase that millions of seniors and food stamp recipients receive this year is just 2.5%. So when it comes to this very important update, look at this. As of fall 2025, New York State Governor Kathy Hochul is mailing one-time inflation refund checks. Well, while this administration is thinking about it, Kathy Hochul already approved it, and these checks are coming, so hats off to Kathy Hochul right here. Eligibility and payment amounts. Well, $200 check would go to the people who make $75,000 and less, while $150 would go to the people who make between $75,000 and $150,000, while married couple will receive $400 check if their income is below $150,000, and $300 check will be given to the couple who make between $150,000 and $300,000. Well, head of households and other status, the New York State Department Taxation Finance website provides a complete list of eligibility and filing status and income. I'm going to link it in the video's description as well, so make sure you do your own research when it comes to this very important program. Well, will you get Alaska permanent dividend? When under Alaska permanent dividend, thousands of Alaskans are going to receive $1,702. And remember, this payment is funded by the oil state industry profits, and this is huge for Alaskans. And one more thing, that when it comes to the next state, California also has a program known as California Family Assistance Pilot Program. Well, under this program, 1,000 eligible residents will get $1,000 every single month for 3 years. As you heard it absolutely right, we are talking about $36,000 in 3 years. This is huge for the people who are enrolled in this program. Well, if you have any questions at all, then please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer each and every question of yours. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.